Today we're at the Florida Botanical Gardens. This place is free, so if you have kids or a lot of people in your party and you're looking for something to do when you're in St. Petersburg on your vacation, or if you live in the area, this is a great place to come because you can't beat free. Oh yeah, it's a big turtle. Wow. It's not laid out the best here.
What if you can just come in and relax?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's beautiful, it's free. The map might not be laid out the best, you definitely need a map.
And there's so much to do.
Yeah.
You can go to the art museum, you have the heritage, you know, you have...
Yeah, there's a ton to do. The lizards. These are my favorite part of Florida is these little guys. They're everywhere. Look at this, we found dinosaur tracks. Holy shit, these are real dinosaur tracks. Kids are gonna love these. And this is a baby dinosaur, you know how I know? Look at that, tiny little dinosaur tracks. Monica giving directions, helping out. There's a banana tree. I've never seen this. This is very cool. And no, I'm not gonna grab one off there and eat it. I know that's what you're thinking. So don't put it in the comments. Longan koala. Oh, that's a rainbow tree. Place to sit, grab a snack. Here's a place for the kids to play. They got a lot of stuff for kids to do here. So this is really cool because let's face it, they might not love looking at all these cool flowers. I do, I think it's pretty awesome, but the kids might not, but they're gonna love playing on these parks and all this equipment and just running around through here. And again, this is an absolutely beautiful place for a free admission. Butterfly path. I'm standing in front of the butterfly crossing and they are literally everywhere. Actually, they're not. We didn't see any today, but this is a very cool place. All this vegetation for these butterflies to come and play and eat and do whatever else butterflies do. Pretty cool spot. All right, now we're gonna sit down, regroup, and figure out our next steps. I think we're gonna go to Heritage Village next. We're gonna go walk through that and we'll check it out together.
All the houses that are here on this property were of historical significance for Pinellas County. The houses, all of them were moved here. It's like if you were to see some signs that say the McMullins,
Okay.
which is a well-known name throughout Pinellas County. We also have blacksmiths that are actually doing blacksmith's work here.
Burning coal is the smell of success.
Yes.
19th century blacksmith, because it means he had coal for his forge. Before the railroad came, which was in the 1880s here, coal was a rare commodity in Central Florida because we don't mine it here in the state. So it had to come from a northern source on a steamship to St. Pete or Clearwater or one of the ports, Palm Harbor or Ozona, one of those ports along the Gulf Coast. Blacksmith would have had to go negotiate for a wagon load of coal, maybe by doing work for the steamship company, repairing things.
McKay Creek Boat Shop. We were hoping you could tell us a little bit.
Hang on a second.
There you go.
Warm. How's that? That's
Beautiful,
my hair.
beautiful.
My name is Kenny. Nice to have you here at the House of Seven Gables. This house was built in 1907. It has been owned by many owners. In the early town directory, it was called the House of Seven Gables in Clearwater. That's what it looked like in its original location. And then it was moved in 1976. It was moved, the whole house, on a barge and floated down Boca Ciega Bay to this location. And this is one of the first houses in this park. The house, the Mullen Booth cabin across the way is from 1847. That was here first. This thing has been in the same spot for 36 years. No one moves it because it's too heavy. Wow. Right. Recognize this? Pancakes, right?
Oh.
And then this
How
is
cool.
for waffles. And that's for cornbread, and they had everything we have today. Above this is the master bedroom.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, creepy.
There is a fireplace or a potbelly stove, as you've seen,
Yep.
in almost every room.
Yep.
And that would be the way they would heat everything. There's a man that was connected to this house through his marriage who owned the first sponge company in Tarpon Springs 14 years before the Greeks got here. And it was called the Anclote and Rock Springs Sponge Company. And they were called sponge hookers at the time. John Cheney and his wife Mabel are connected to the people that own this house too. That was this man's niece.
And there's what a sponge diver looked like back in the day. Could you imagine that big ass metal helmet on your head? 20 feet underwater? No thanks. Tell you one thing, that's back when men were men. Look at that job, man. This guy's not bringing his mom to a job interview, I can tell you that. Toilet, little bathroom in there, that's a must. Gotta have that. And they kept warm. So it looks like one guy would sit there in that chair and he could look backwards. And then you had another guy, I guess he looked backwards as well to see what was behind the train. Little closet.
This will get mailed to your house from the federal government, and it was yours as soon as you sent them 10 pairs of socks. Now you had to provide the wool, or you had to provide the cotton, or whatever fiber you had to make the socks out of, but at 10 pairs you could keep it. Now if you wanted to keep donating socks after that, that's completely up to you. I like to point out that the Gerhardt Knitting Company is still in business today, and they still make this sock machine.
Check this thing out. I don't think it hooks up to Wi-Fi. This is the phone. Talk in here, listen here. Pretty cool. Glad we don't have to do these anymore. Can't get YouTube on this thing. Just finished up, and you know I love coffee, so we're heading over to the DOD Artesian Roaster and Coffee Bar. Check it out. I'm gonna do an Americano, 12 with 2 shots.
Yep.
Perfect. Met a ton of cool people at the Florida Botanical Gardens and Heritage Village. This is an awesome experience, and again, you need to do this. This will cost you $0 except for a small donation, which I highly recommend. The people here were fantastic, and I learned a ton today. And if you had a great time on this journey with me, I got another video right here that'll tell you the 3 best spots to grab coffee in downtown St. Petersburg. Click on that video, and I'll see you there.